Good evening. Welcome to the 5D Fortune Teller, where I will be your fortune teller for this evening, okay? I know you've been here before, so don't worry, okay? We're not going to go over the spiel again, so just know, if you have any questions, let me know, okay? We do have a couple additions. They are listed in the menu, okay? So that's all I have to say, and I'm going to be on my way now. So we're just looking at certain things here, where we're looking at how is this, all putting itself together, all right? So basically, you just, right now, you have a DM running around in an Avenger mode, okay? You have a King of Swords in reverse, malicious King of Swords in reverse, trying to avoid any type of conversation or any type of just dismissing whatever the DF had to say, anything about it. They are automatically just, like that. Then you also got, the High Priestess in reverse. That's almost in, like, you could just see that the devil in their face. Like, it's you know what I mean? It's really, really bad over there. So just let's look into this a little bit more. Let's see what's going on, like, on the family end of things. How's your DM's family doing over there? How's the mother? How's everybody doing? Let's see how this matriarch's doing. How about we do a matriarch read? Do the matriarch. This is about the matriarchs. So let's see what's going on here with these matriarchs. Okay, brother. So we got, right in foremost, moon in reverse. So that tells you that these matriarchs' moon magic is being shattered. Okay, whatever illusions these matriarchs had to say about you, whatever these Queen of Cups in reverse type characters had to say about you, these High Priestess in reverse type characters, just know it's being shattered now, okay? Because they knew you were the real deal, okay? That's why they were trying to push the DM away from you, because they knew that you were going to take them and make them strong to where they didn't have to rely on these, toxic feminine energies who, manipulated them all through their lives to, make them believe a certain kind of way, that this is the way you got to be, okay? You know what I mean? This is like, it's all orchestrated by the Emperor in reverse, okay? So just know this is all one big scam, okay? And it's all just to corrupt your DM. That's how crazy that is, okay? Just know this is what these matriarchs, this is all they think about right now, okay? That's like your DM's mom or your mother or whoever, you know what I mean? Just understand, their stepmother, whoever. Just look at it from any type of mother point of view. This is what they're trying to do now. This is how they're trying to block the relationship, okay? The twin flame relationship is by, with these illusions, okay? So just know that they know you're an empress, okay? They know that you cannot be controlled. They know that they can never be this, okay? So that's why they'll say everything in their power to make you out like you're less than, okay? Because they know they can never be you, okay? So this is their way of, staying, in that, wherever it is, but all they are is a toxic karmic feminine, okay? That's all they are, these matriarchs. So just know these are people that they don't know how to love, okay? These are energy vampires, okay, that have been, maybe cloaking themselves in Empress energy, perhaps your energy, who knows? But you always knew what these people were. You could tell who they were right off the bat, okay? They could play the little bullshit game with other people that don't know them, but at the end of the day, you know who the fuck these people are. We know who you are, matriarchs. Come on, who you fucking dealing with, brother? Who you dealing with? You ain't fucking with us, because that's why we put you right down. Okay, tell me we didn't. Come on, tell me we didn't, Jezzy. So you know what we did. We pulled that shit right off. Pulled that mask right off. Come on. Nobody else was able to do it besides us. Okay, brother, that's why now you're getting the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Because you wanted to steal, you wanted to take, you felt like, you were entitled to whatever this Empress was, whatever their inheritance was. You felt that, you deserved it. This toxic karmic feminine energy felt that they deserved it over, an Empress energy, whatever, whatever. Then, and the worst part is they really believed it, okay? They believed these illusions, because I seen it in their face that they really believed that they were more deserving of it, and that was like a mistake that you would have got anything, okay? But the realistic part was that they were projecting onto you all these years without your knowledge, okay? Doing all types of evil shit, and then making it like, and then when it affected you, make you feel bad about what they're projecting on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's an evil thing that is just very, very, like, a lot of people did to you and your family. So just understand, it's a sick thing, okay? And these people are all being seen for it. Just know that they are not having a good time. Your family's not having a good time right now. Trust me, okay? So just understand, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's where they're at, okay? They're not getting what they were promised. No, no, no. No, no, no. But you know what we're going to get, though? A Four of Wands, okay? We got union here, brother. We got a happy home, okay? And you ain't coming to know, you ain't coming, all right? None of yous are coming, okay? Except one of yous, okay? Other than that, you all go to hell and never be seen or heard from again. Because you must understand that when you come up against us, the end result will always be the same. And that's us destroying you and sending your bitch ass all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, okay? So, hey, you made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it, all right? So this is what the matriarchs, they picked this. This is what they picked, okay? This is what they got, okay? They gambled, and now they got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and what they're gonna try to do now is they're gonna try to make you feel bad and try to, like, bail them out. Oh, I'm your mother, oh, I'm your aunt, or I'm this, you know, oh, I loved you since, you know, some bullshit like that. But I already know it's a lie. Look them right in their face. Come on. Can't fool Corleone now, please, stop it. Who are you dealing with now? Please, somebody's got to pay for this, okay? Somebody's got to pay. All right, you know, when we're going to send you away, okay? We're going to tell the matriarch, we're going to send you to Nevada. We're going to have to send you back home. You're out of the family business now, okay? You know, I would never, you know, I wouldn't make, you know, a widow, you know, whatever, but make him whatever. I would never do that. Yeah, Clemens he's in the car, all right? So don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to get you to the airport. Just go out there, all right? We'll see you later, okay? Have a good day. Don't do stuff like that no more, all right? Thanks. See you later. That's what we're going to tell you, okay, matriarch? Okay? Because we know what you're not, we can't fix you, okay? We know what you are. We know you're evil, both of you. Okay, the two evil matriarchs, just trust me, they're both evil, okay? Because Three of Wands, we know, because we have the foresight, okay? We have the expansion to see that they're no good, okay? That's why we've been preparing and, you know, progressing without these people in our life, these negative feminine energies, because we don't have them projecting on us. They can't project on us because we're able to clear our energy. We're able to send it back to them, and this is why we are glowing and they're not. That's why they look like shit and you look like, you know, $1 million, because they can't take your energy no more, okay? So it's so seen now, because the facts of the matter is that you're starving them their energy. So you're actually proving it, a tangible evidence here that by them not being around you makes them worse and you better, okay? And you're showing that by not talking to these people, and they know it, okay? And they know that they can't get they know they're stuck. There's nothing they could do. They're in a self-imposed prison, okay? Because they could not block your Two of Cups, okay? They could not stop that. They could not, you know, they knew this was very important to you, and they knew if they were able to, you know, block this or make you seem like you were not desirable, or, you know, take everything from you, or you just isolate you, and, you know, that they could really weaken you if they take the love from you, okay? But they didn't realize how strong you were, okay? They didn't realize how much power you have. They didn't understand this, okay? But now they are starting to understand this by way you're responding, okay? By the way you handle this, all right? Because after what you've been through, they said we put him through something that most of us would have, you know, killed ourselves. Okay, most people said they would have killed themselves after what these people put you through. Okay, so, and look at you, and you're not even bitter about it. You're glad, but they would have killed themselves. That's why you have a Two of Cups, brother. Okay, and that's why we have some selenite here to get any, you know, bad energy off our Two of Cups. Okay, just understand that we always have that available, all right? Because just in case, you never know who's going to come around here and, you know, cause a problem, all right? There's a lot of demons out there, but the thing is that they're all being seen, and they're all going back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. And that's why you will be remembered very fondly for the rest of time, okay? Because the end is here, brother. The death of this here, the Piscean era is over, okay? So whatever, you know, these karmic feminines or these karmic masculines, like these High Priestess in reverses, Queen of Cups in reverses, whatever these, you know, particular matriarchs, whatever they thought, you know, that this, you know, whatever it was, being like all like whorish or, you know, manipulating, it all about money, them days are over, okay? That is not the female. That's not going to be the feminine. What's it called anymore? The feminine role model anymore. We're not going to follow these karmic feminine type Taylor Swift type situation people. Okay, no, they're done. Okay, we're going to show real divine feminines, and we're going to raise a whole new generation of feminine energies. Okay, because all these people have, for the way they were thinking, is the Eight of Swords. Okay, self-imposed prison, because they know there's nothing they can do, because you know exactly what they did, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, so they have to sit there and starve. They're gonna starve. They're starving right now. This is what they're sitting there without your energy, because they can't do anything. They can't get near. They don't know where you're at. They can't get to you. Okay, they can't even get you any type of interaction with you, because you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, because you don't need these people. That's the thing. They know now that you know that they don't need you no more. Okay, I mean, you don't need them no more. All right, so they know, and this puts them in a self-imposed, and this is where we want to keep them. The Eight of Swords. This is where we're going to keep them. Okay. Eight of Swords, I think that's the most painful thing. Keeping an Eight of Swords looks pretty painful. The guy's sitting there wrapped around a fucking spot, seems I'd rather be dead than have to deal with the Eight of Swords. Tell me, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I mean, we've dealt with self-imposed prison. We survived it. But these people, you know what I'm saying? They're not like us, okay? Because they're not the sun like you, okay? You are the sun, brother. These people, they are not, okay? Because they are very, very down, okay? They're feeling very down. They're feeling very negative. They're depressed. They're sad. Very arrogant people over there, okay? It's all about them. And that's why these, feminine matriarchs, okay? They're going to be doing the waterworks here. Oh, we brought you into this world. But they're like Tony Soprano's mom, okay? They're trying to kill you. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then want to act like they're a fucking angel or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is why they're going back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Because where else would they go? Where else would they go after what they did this lifetime? Where else could they possibly go? Tell me about it, matriarchs. Where else could you possibly go after doing this to your child? Please tell me where else you deserve to go. Okay, and we'll get you to heaven if you think. If you really believe that, let us know. Just give us a detailed letter as to why that's the case. Because all we see right here is the sun in reverse. Okay, that's all we see. And then, you know what this means? Sun in reverse, back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Okay, learn again. You get another chance next time. Okay, we're going to give you another chance to come back. You learn again. Don't make this mistake next lifetime, but you're going to hell now, okay? Because the Ten of Cups is here with us, all right? Just know we're building a whole new world on a foundation that is built on the Ten of Cups, okay? Because we know the Ten of Cups is what builds abundance, okay? Not like these other feminine energy where they feel like, skip the Ten of Cups and go right to the Pentacles, because they can't feel love. That's the difference. These certain feminine energies, they can't feel it, okay? So they hate divine feminines who can feel love, okay? That's why they project all their negativity onto empaths and stuff like that. They know what they are, okay? They know what they can't. They're fakes, they're frauds, and all you have to do is tell them that right to their face, and they have nothing. They can't answer you, okay? Because if it wasn't true, then they would be able to handle you with no problem, okay? But they'll start fucking backing down, crying, yelling. You know what I'm saying? It tells you everything you know. Listen. The response to me tells me if you're a demon or if you're not a demon, okay? That is the point. You can't, if you're a demon, you cannot respond in a coherent manner to me, okay? You're always going to be, you're designed to be that way, okay? You're in your nature when it come up against me, okay? That's how much our light really irritates these motherfuckers. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, they really do, okay? So that's why Three of Pentacles, people want to collaborate with you, okay? Because they know how much light you have. Nobody wants to be in this sun in reverse energy. Nobody wants to be with these matriarchs who or try to control you with fear or always nagging or negative or saying things or just projecting whatever stuff on you or just doing witch life stuff, kitchen magic. This is the type of fucking weirdos, voodoo dolls and shit like this, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't think you would ever figure this out, these matriarchs. But the fact is you did, and now that you did, now they're going to suffer, and they're probably going to perish. They're going to probably be passed on because what they did is sickening, okay? You did it to your own child. For money, I suppose. I guess money's more worth than your own child. I guess. So that tells me that you have to do this life all over again, okay? And maybe we should give you some five lifetimes in hell before this, perhaps. Okay, perhaps. All right, because Page of Cups, we have, intuitive messages all day long. I told you creative opportunities will always come our way. Okay, new love is always here for us because people see you and they know you are where they want to be. Okay, people know you are the bee's knees, okay? And they said that they heard you like mozzarella cheese, because we really do. So I don't know why I said that, but don't understand. I kind of went the rhyme, I guess, but it still makes no sense, okay? So just understand that these people, they don't make sense either for being like this, these matriarchs. Your mothers are supposed to love their children, not supposed to, steal our energy and, want to destroy us and, help Emperor reverses. I mean, this is what your own mother did, okay? And she'll act like she's the victim. This is how sick these people are. And then they'll act like they're a good person, okay? But all they wanted to do is help Emperor in reverses, okay? Because they're weak feminine energies, okay? These matriarchs are weak feminine energies who can't take care of themselves. They need the help of an Emperor in reverse, okay? Somebody that they have to, do whatever for, you know what I'm saying? They can't. This is the only way they feel, because they feel that they look at this and they think this is a success, an Emperor in reverse, just because if they have money, okay? This is what this matriarchs look at as the success. They don't look at somebody like you or somebody who's like a good person as success. They look at an Emperor in reverse. This is their definition of success, and this is why they have to go back to hell to never be seen or heard from again with this Emperor in reverse, okay? Because this is what they picked over their own children, an Emperor in reverse, okay? And they were happy to do it too. Trust me, okay? They were happy to pick this Emperor in reverse over this Queen of Cups, okay? Because these matriarchs do not know how to feel love, okay? They don't have any empathy. They lack empathy, okay? Just like these King of Swords in reverse characters. They don't know how to feel, okay? So these are just your day-to-day narcissist sociopaths, okay? But they have to present themselves a certain way to fit society norms. But the fact is that this is what they are, okay? And only certain people could see through it. And you are one of those people that can see through it, Divine Feminine. You are one of the few people that can see through these Emperor reverses, okay? Because these are the original devils, okay? These Emperor reverses. And you are the only ones who can see through them. You, these Queen of Cups, you are the only ones, okay? Because you know what they're all about, okay? And you would never in your life degrade yourself for money towards an Emperor in reverse, okay? And that is a fact. And that's why they hate you. And that's why they want to keep you down, because you are a threat to them. Divine Feminine, you are a threat to these Emperor reverses, okay? 100%. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because now they're feeling stuck, okay? Because the people around them feel like they're working without reward now, okay? This Emperor reverse, they have no leverage now, okay? They can't, throw any fear on people when they see you coming strong, okay? You were supposed to not come back, okay? You were supposed to be finished, okay? They had you pretty much... And they had you buried, dead and buried, okay? They had a whole new, everything planned. I think they had, like, whatever it was. They had got a whatever it was before, a front on the money, okay? Just to get, because they were that sure of it. So just know, this person, Emperor Reverse, is in a lot of debt right now, okay? Believe it when I tell you, and they're being seen for a lot of sick things, okay? So this person has to leave town, or they're going to jail for very sick things. So just understand, this will be seen very soon, because they are backs against the wall. They have no control now, because you're 100% breathing down their neck, and there's nothing they can say that's going to change it. They can't do nothing. They can't pay nobody off. They can't buy nobody. They can't do nothing no more, okay? Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to listen to them. And by them doing that is only going to help you, because they're going to do it to the wrong person, okay? And that is why they're stuck now. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, because Four of Swords, because you're resting, you're relaxing, you're on vacation right now, you are chilling, you don't have to worry about none of this. You are not running around. You go to bed when you go to bed, you wake up when you wake up, you do whatever you want, because you are in control of your life, okay? You don't have to worry about anything. Nobody, there's nothing you have to worry about, because you do the right thing day in and day out. So going to bed and not having to worry about anything, and waking up and not having to worry about anything, is exactly the life you're living right now. And that makes it very easy to manifest, okay? Just understand that when I tell you, okay? Believe me when I tell you, because I know about this kind of stuff, all right? I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't understand what I was saying, okay? Because you must understand, we are here to build a new world, okay? The cycle is complete. It's over. With these people, they're done. Understand, the last time Neptune was in Aries was 171 years ago, and that was during the Civil War. So just believe that that was when another new world was changed. Okay? So just understand, there is another one on the way. So just believe it, and it's going to benefit us, and it's much not going to help these Emperor reverses, okay? So just believe Divine Feminine is in charge. The healers are now in charge. 100%. So 7 of Cups, because whatever illusions, whatever, options or fantasies or whatever these people thought love was, they were mistaken, okay? Because they did not know how to feel love, okay? The best they could do is a 7 of Cups, all right? That's the best they could do. And that's even saying something. So just understand that this is what kind of love your DM picked there. They pick a 7 of Cups type love over a 10 of Cups. So that tells you what kind of dope you were dealing with, okay? But in your defense, they had Emperor reverses, they had these, High Priestess in reverses, all designed to make them feel a certain kind of way. So it had to be like this. It had to be like this. This is how you were seeing your value. This is how everybody's seen for who they are because of what you had to go through. No big deal. No big deal. No harm, no fail. It's the way I look at it. Okay, because the Hierophant in reverse, brother, because whatever corrupt hypocrite, whoever you might have bribed, whoever you might have paid off, that person's also being seen. So this is the bigger story, okay? So the person who was bribed, this is the judge or whoever. These are the people that we'll make the story about. We don't know these people. We don't care about them. But those be seen for their corrupt nature, okay? These corrupt hypocrites, because there's nothing they could do about it. Because if there was, they would, okay? Because now they know that you know that you could overthrow them if you want, okay? It's a fact. It is a fact. You have too much support right now. There's nothing they could do. Too much protection. All right, brother? So 7 of Swords. So whatever betrayal they thought that might happen for you, or try to get anybody to go against you, or whatever old betrayals, or whatever they thought you might hold on to as, oh my God, I can't believe they did this. I can't believe my matriarch, my family did it. I can't believe my own mother would do this to me. They thought you would care, but here's the thing is we don't even give a fuck. We didn't like you anyway. We never liked you when we were a kid. Okay? That's the whole point. This is the way it is. A lot of us didn't even like our mothers because we knew what they were, okay? And they've been projecting on us our whole lives. Okay? Because they know that they can never be like you. Alright? Just understand that. And they thought that this 7 of Swords was going to, hurt your feelings. But the fact is you don't even care. And that makes it 10 times worse for them. Okay? Because now they feel like, wow. They feel like worthless. Okay? Because that's what they are. They are worthless. That's the only way you could get... They are worthless. Anybody who would do that to their child is worthless. Tell me they're not. Okay? That's why, 9 of Wands. Your courageousness... being brave and the way you handled it and to stand up and, come back from this and still be in the full energy, still be, still be willing to love, still be a Queen of Cups, still be this person who just wants to love, just a very, very loving person, okay? And you know what? These people, what did they want to do? They wanted to take that from you. They wanted to say, no, we don't want it. They don't deserve this, is what they wanted to say. They don't deserve this. They said, no, you deserve this 10 of Swords. That's what they thought we deserved. They said, we deserve a painful ending because I don't know why they felt that way, but they felt that you deserved all this pain, okay? They didn't want to acknowledge how courageous you were. They just wanted to, set you up, perhaps do a, rub you out, do whatever it is to get rid of you, cause you pain, ruin your relationships, gang stalk you, just do anything to make it difficult to where it makes you appear crazy, okay? But the fact that you don't even give a fuck, this is what makes these people, this is how they can't get your energy now. This is why you see them starving. They're all in bed now. Everybody's sick. Everybody's tired. Everybody's got something's wrong with them, okay? And then they'll blame you. They'll say, oh, it's all your fault because they miss you. Your mother misses you. Your mother loves you, okay? Just know, no. 3 of Cups, because no, they were overindulging, okay? This is all your mother was overindulging on black magic, okay? Trying to steal your energy vampire over here, okay? But now that they can't get that energy, now they're sick, okay? So get the fuck out of here, brother. So Page of Swords, because we have new ways of communicating, and our thirst for knowledge is why we know that, okay? Because we have the ability to see things. Plus, we're clairaudient, okay? So our grandmother tells us about this stuff, and just understand that she's not happy with you. That is why you're going to hell to never be seen or heard from again, because you know that you deserve to, okay? Just understand that. You are 100% going there. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. You have to repeat, okay? You have to repeat this grade, okay? You did not, you cheated. You know what I'm saying? You were a cheater. So we caught you, now you have to repeat it. So just understand that's the way the world, that's the way it works. Just the same thing in school, okay? So it's good that these nuns were beating on you when you were younger, okay? You deserved it. Means they knew. These nuns knew, okay? So we're going to find out who these nuns were that did this to you. We're going to, you know, spiritually upgrade them for this, okay? Because that would mean that they knew that what they had to do, okay? Because 5 of Wands in reverse, because now you want to, you know, you want to respect differences. You want to, you know, avoid conflict with us. You want to tell us how, you know, you always loved us. You would done anything for us. You were, you know, we carried you for 9 months, okay? But the fact is like they carried you for 9 months to like take your energy, like, you know what I mean? Like this is all they were willing to sell you as a young child, okay, and not care just for financial purposes. So, and they would do this for an Emperor in reverse type characters. This is who they would do this for, against their own child. So the fact that you're ever gonna tell me otherwise, there's nothing you're ever gonna say that's gonna make me think otherwise. So don't even waste your time. Just please don't insult my intelligence ever in your fucking life, and just go. All right, just leave it at that. Because 2 of Swords, because I don't feel this is a difficult decision. I ain't weighing my options with. I don't listen. I'll forgive you, but I don't want you around, all right? So just and respect that, okay? Just look at it from our point of view, please and thank you, okay? Before you have anything to say, all right? And that's why I know you couldn't handle it. I saw how you responded. You know I got you. You're finished, matriarch, okay? Both you matriarchs are finished. You thought you had us though, didn't you? Was we were a real scare. We put a real scare in you at first before you put us away. You said, yeah, we got them. You thought you had us. You said, ooh, they almost had us there. And then when you came back, you're like, they'll never come back from it. But now look at us, brother. Look at us now, matriarch, okay? And this is why you're trying so hard not to be judged, okay? These matriarchs are doing everything in their power to avoid judgment. That they were willing to take this to the death than to admit that they were wrong, or say this is how you know they can never be fixed, because they will not even admit they were wrong here. They will justify this. They'll justify this behavior, okay? And they will not accept the judgment, okay? So this is why they are going to have to be destroyed, okay? They lured the call here. There's going to be such a destruction. These matriarchs are going to be seen for the exact monster mothers that they are, okay? And people are, whatever fraud or however they made them out to be like they were good people, they're now going to be seen for the energy vampires they are, okay? Because you know the exact blueprint, okay? You could just detail the entire thing. All right, brother? And that's why 7 of Wands, you're in complete control of this. You could take this back to your great aunt, to, you know, your other aunt, to your aunt, your cousins, your sisters. Listen, brother, you got them all. You know exactly who it is. Detail each one by one, and you were right on the money with all of them too. And that's how you know. That's how we have that superhuman intuition. How do you think we get this information? How else would we know this? How? Okay, and they want to doubt your spiritual gifts, but they're trying to steal them from you. Okay, so it's like they knew what your birth chart was before you, and then they try to doubt that you have these gifts. Like, so it's like, okay, so you projected on us our whole life, made sure that we were helpless, that, you know, so we would not survive in the real world, not give us any earthly talent, knowing that we had no earthly skills, knowing that we had no earth in our chart, okay, and just throw us to the wolves, okay, and then expect us to, you know, be successful. And then when we weren't, like, you know, the way traditional earth people are, then you want to ridicule us, make fun of us, and tell us how, you know, everybody else is better than us. But now you're the one, Knight of Swords, sitting in your bed crying, okay? Matriarchs, you're the one who's crying there. You're the one who's depressed. They can't do anything no more. Okay, now this one don't have the energy. They don't have this. So listen, here's what I got to say to you, matriarchs. And it's 3 words. Go fuck yourself, okay? And that's all you deserve, okay? That's it. I don't want to hear nothing. Okay, because you know what you did, and you deserve to be like that, okay? 8 and 9 of Swords, guess where you're staying, okay? That's why I don't care. I don't even want to give you the 10 of Swords. I want you to stay in the 8 and 9 of Swords, matriarchs. Keep them there. God, keep them there. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. That's where both matriarchs are staying, brother. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Because Eight of Pentacles, because we are very diligent people here. We are apprentice of two master wizards, okay? We know what we're doing, okay? This didn't happen by accident. This didn't just fall on our lap, okay? We've been through a couple of things, okay? As a result of these matriarchs, not protecting us and actually being the source of our issues, okay? But the DMs, okay? These are our biggest problems, these matriarchs, okay? Because they are toxic feminine energies who will favor emperor reverses over divine, like if their own children, okay? So just know that is the kind of people they are, and that's why they want to take shortcuts, okay? That's why they want to sell you out, because they can never be like you, okay? They can never be a real Queen of Pentacles like you. They wanted to make you out like you were not this, okay? And they wanted to present themselves as the ideal spouse, these matriarchs, but behind closed doors, they did not know how to do anything, okay? They were miserable, okay? Miserable face. They didn't know how to make the masculine happy. All they could do is scam and do crazy nasty stuff with emperor reverses. This is just a witch person, okay? That they could never be you, okay? These matriarchs, they're witches, okay? They're first class witches, okay? They even look like it. They got the witch noses, tell me them motherfuckers don't look like a witch, please. They're done. They're finished. Believe me. Let me tell you something. These two matriarchs, they're done. You are so finished. It says it right here. The whole reading's telling you how bad this is for you. Okay? Ace of Wands, because our urge to create, our will's power, and our drive and our power, and our potential for new beginnings and new opportunities is the reason we held on and were able to expose these matriarchs, okay? Because they would have gotten away with this, okay? If something happened to you, they would have went to these, funerals crying, oh, we loved it, what I mean? They would have had put on the waterworks, and then behind closed doors, they'd be laughing. They'd all be laughing. Oh, look, I put on a good thing. They would think they would be laughing with the emperor in reverse, think, oh, I put on a big show for them, But now, they're not laughing no more. Emperor reverse ain't laughing no more. These matriarchs ain't laughing no more, Knight of Wands, because they see you got your energy back. They see you got the passion, and everybody can see that they are lifeless. You got two lifeless matriarchs over there that can't get out of bed, okay? That nobody wants to be around them, okay? Their grandkids and nobody. Their kids, they got kids. Nobody wants to be bothered with these matriarchs no more. Why? What happened? All because of you? I mean, you were nobody, they said. They said you were nothing. You were a drug addict nut. Now they're like that. Interesting to me, okay? So just know, we already know what happens, okay? We know what happens next. And it's not going to be good for you, matriarch, okay? So just understand, you're finished, okay? Next life, come back and, do a better job, okay? That's all I can tell you. You have failed us. You failed. There's no extra credit here, okay? There's no makeup quiz, okay? Because, listen, you don't have the strength like we do, okay? You do not have the strength. You never will have the strength. And all you did, matriarch, was proven and shown that we were the ones who had the strength, that we were where the true strength was. So just know, by trying to, make us like we were less than, and, not knowing things, knowingly project onto us these negative aspects of yourself, and then try to clown us about it, make fun of us in sense of your happiness haters, okay? So anytime you would see us happy, you would instantly want to take that from us, okay? And that's how you got our energy limit. Okay, and other people see it. Okay, a lot of people see it, and especially that big jerk-off emperor reverse that you have. That's the best point. That tells everybody everything they need to know about you, okay? Because now everybody knows you are the empress. We are the empress, okay? It's these patriarchs, they can never be this, okay? And this is why they always hated you, because they always knew this is you, and they always knew they couldn't be this. They never could be a strong matriarch like you, okay? They can never be, they projected themselves as that, but they're a fraud. They're not strong. They're weak. They're not a real matriarch. They're a fraud. They're no empress, okay? So what's the end result for these matriarchs? They're done, okay? We know they're finished. Keep them in the Eight of Swords, keep them in the Nine of Swords for now, but what else? What else we got to look forward with them? Okay? Two of Wands in reverse, so they have, they right now they're in the fear of the change, the fear of the unknown. These matriarchs, they don't know what to do, okay? Because they've never been in this position. You got to figure most of them are in their 60s, 70s, 80s. They don't know what to do now because this has never happened. So now they're just in the fear of the unknown. This is why they're going to probably, perish, because they're not going to be able to, they don't know no more. They don't know no better, okay? This is what they did their whole life, okay? So this is why they're probably they're gonna perish here. Okay, so Two of Wands, and end result for you is going to be you being publicly recognized for what they did to you. Okay, people are gonna say, "Wow, so sorry you had to deal with that. We know, mothers aren't supposed to do this to you. Blah blah blah." We're gonna say, "Don't even worry about it. We didn't like them anyway. Don't feel bad. We're not a victim here. Okay, we ain't a victim. All right. So just imagine they did more for us by being like that than they would have if they were some loving parent. Okay, so trust me when I tell you. Thank you. We're gonna thank them. We're gonna send them a fruit basket. Okay, listen, I'll tell you, send the matriarchs fruit baskets too. I think they'll be in the cells though. They might have to send it to the jail. Yeah, Camden County, I think they're at. All right, so yeah, just know that you're gonna get some fruit basket. We're gonna put some money on your books and everything. Everything's gonna be good, matriarch. So don't worry about it, okay? Because you're gonna be fine. All right, don't worry. We'll keep everything okay. Well, everything's gonna be fine. We'll write fake letters to you and everything, like you like to write to the Stephen Scott. You wanted to write the guy fake letters like you were somebody, but the fact is that was projected onto that person. Okay, and we know all about that too. Okay, and that's why your aunt is she's sick too. Okay, so just understand. You are now going to be publicly recognized for what these people did to you because you survived it and you thrived, and now they give 2 fruit baskets for their troubles. Okay, so let me astrologically talk to you for a second. Okay, let me talk to you. Let me astrologically talk to you about something. You dig it? Crumb bum matriarchs. The worst. Okay, because let me tell you something. One of those matriarchs for sure is a Capricorn, and the other matriarch's Emperor reverse is a Capricorn. So you would figure Capricorn would be the first thing that comes out that would be against, keeping this Cancer high priestess, this Cancer divine feminine down, would be the Capricorn, of course, okay? Because all they did was try to keep this Taurus from the Cancer all day long. This Capricorn did everything in their power to degrade this, this Cancer high priestess, make this Taurus feel like they were doing the wrong thing for being in love with that person. Every last thing just so this Capricorn continue to steal the energy of this Taurus. But now this Capricorn is being seen very, very, very clearly by this Taurus that they are a fraud and a false person, and they are, an evil matriarch, okay? They can see that very clearly about this Capricorn, okay? And not just them, everybody can, okay? This person is seen as a fraud now. They have lost whatever spiritual power or whatever they had, okay? Whatever witchcraft nonsense, they're done. They can't do nothing no more, okay? Because Saturn's here, brother, okay? Karma's here for this Capricorn. Just understand that. Karma is here for this Capricorn, okay? This Capricorn matriarch, karma is here for them, okay? Right now, real time, okay? Because Neptune is in Aries now. The cycle is over, okay? It's over, okay? This last time there's been there, Civil War, last time Neptune's been in Aries, okay? So just know, we used our intuition here, and this is what got us to where we got to go, okay? And then that's why we survived, and that's why Saturn is here for this Capricorn, okay? They're going to pay. They got to redo this life. They failed. Time for them. They got to repeat it. They were cheated. We caught them cheating, okay? They have to go repeat the life. All right, what they did was wrong and disgusting, okay? And they were communicating that very clearly as to Mercury, because what they did was sickening. They did things, they don't know how to feel love, okay? They're demons, so just whatever it is, they're demons. Send them back to hell to never be seen or heard from again, okay? Because they don't deserve to breathe the same air as you, okay? Because anybody that would do something like that to a good person is a disgusting human, especially if they're a mother, a matriarch, a mother that presents themselves as a good person. What is this? What is this person? What are they? I mean, we know what you are, okay? How are you going to fake? They can't fake no more. That's why they're sick in bed. And then they're going to blame you. They're going to say, oh, when something happens, they're going to say, oh, you're the reason. You made them depressed. It's a joke, though. We laugh. We laugh in their face. We don't give a fuck. That don't bother us. Okay, good. They shouldn't have fucked with us, okay? They shouldn't have, recruited the Scorpio to try to go against with our Taurus and do whatever it is. This person thought they were going to come replace and, be better than the Cancer. No. The Scorpio is a paid person that is being caught now. They're being seen for what they did. They were a fraud. They were trying to steal money. They thought that by jumping in your spot, they were going to be able to gain access to this life of luxury that they thought that they were going to get. But realistically, all they did was walk into a hell, okay? Because that was not something I wanted. I didn't want that life anyway. So all you did was make our Taurus see just how valuable this Cancer is. So thank you, Scorpio. Send Scorpio a fruit basket too. I think they'll be in C Block C or something. So just send that out to them, okay? Scorpio, we got you. We're not putting any money on your books, but you got a fruit basket coming, okay? And also the Aquarius, you could tell them they got a fruit basket coming too, because this was the person who lied about you. They said everything they could about you, knowing that you were a good person. They took the bait so hard. This person now has to repeat life again because their life's over, because they had an opportunity to have, they would have been, this is your divine masculine, this would have been your divine masculine if they did the right thing, okay? But now this person is finished, this Aquarius. This person now has to repeat this life. It's going to be hell for this person for a long time, because they're still young in this one, okay? They're only about 40, so just know that person is going to have a rough life moving forward, okay? Believe me when I tell you, it's not going to be easy for them, okay? Because I'm telling you, brother, because you got the air here. That's that air that they did. All they are is full bunch of hot air, okay? That Aquarius. You know who's full of hot air? This Aquarius, okay? They're full of shit. They always were full of shit. They always were a joker, okay? And they were able to be corrupted, okay? And they got corrupted. They allowed themselves to be corrupted, okay? And now they got to pay the price, okay? And they're going to come cry to you, this Aquarius. They're going to say, oh, we have a kid together. Oh, I loved you. They tricked me. They did it. I don't give a fuck. Listen, you took too far. You can't come back. You failed a grade, you got to repeat it, just like you are, your teacher. What happens? You know, you cheated, so you got to repeat. You got to repeat it, just like you would do to a student. You would make them do it, okay? Because Neptune and Saturn are both in Aries, okay? The shift is here. Whatever you thought would work in the past with these, you know, toxic feminines doesn't work anymore, okay? Whatever this Virgo told you that, you know, might work with them, with how they know this witchcraft, guess what? This Virgo is being seen for that too. They're being seen for the biggest witch of all, that Virgo, okay? So just know that one's going to pay, they're going to pay a real price, okay? And you know who's going to pay the price here? Virgo, okay? And that's why, because they're coming out again, because this Virgo, they have to pay for what they did. This is an evil motherfucker, okay? Just know this is a high-level demon. They are being seen very, very clearly also, okay? And they have a demon child also. So just know that person, they're both gone, okay? Because you are the king of the water signs, brother. You are the one, you are the sun, you bring the fun. So there ain't nothing these people are going to say to do that's going to change with the way anybody says or thinks of you, okay? Because Neptune is here again, brother. Like I said, you use your intuition. That is what you are, because you are the Cancer, you are the one, you are the sun, you bring the fun. So just understand that, okay? So it is all over for these people. Their time is up. You must understand that their time is up, these matriarchs. Anybody who helped these matriarchs, whoever this matriarch's got to go against, it's all coming down. They don't know how to answer it. How do you explain yourself, matriarchs? Please explain yourselves, okay? I want to know. Give me, just, what are you doing? What are you doing here, okay? So just tell me why you shouldn't go to hell to never be seen or heard from again. Please tell me, okay? We'd like to know. Curious as to why you feel you're a good person, why you deserve anything, why you deserve us to forgive you, okay? Because maybe we might have to release judgment of you. Maybe we'll take a look at it from your point of view. We'll just say you're, you know, we have to realize you're a demon piece of shit. So, but you're still our mother. So let's look what this tells us here. Okay, so it says release judgment, holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Release it and see the world in your path with clear eyes. So fine, we'll look at it as you're just jealous, no good, rotten motherfuckers. Okay, but you're still our mother, so whatever it is, we might give you a pass. I don't know. Well, let us think about it, okay? We are going to give you an open hand, though, okay? Just know these matriarchs, both these matriarchs are getting double open hands. Believe me when I tell you, all right? I don't know. We don't have to send them back to hell to never be seen or heard. We don't know yet, all right? I told me to release judgment, okay? So hold on. This one's telling me, it says have faith. Okay, so maybe the matriarchs, they should have faith now. Don't give up, matriarchs. Hold on 1 second. It's not always easy to have faith, okay, and trust that everything is going to be okay. I understand, matriarchs. I can understand how right now you might feel hopeless. You feel like, wow, look how Divine Feminine destroyed us. We really thought we really thought we had them. You know, we have a newfound respect for them, okay? So, yeah, we understand. We understand, you know, we're the greatest of all time. You could let us know that, too. So, just understand, everything's going to be okay, okay? Just hang in there, okay? Yet still, you must do exactly that. You must believe, okay? Have faith. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. So, you might learn something here, matriarchs. You may learn a lesson. You may heal, okay? So, have faith. Have faith that you can heal, okay? Namaste.